IVM.
Hello and welcome to the Habit Coach podcast. I am Ashdin, Doctor, your habit coach. And today with us in the hot seat, we have Lisha. Now, Lisha says, "Hey Ashdin, I have trouble letting go of friendships. When my friends start drifting away, it hurts me and I really think that it's my fault. How do I just let go of friendships and be at peace with myself?" So, Lisha, the thing is that letting go of friends is always a very, very hard thing. It is almost like a breakup that you're going through. And the thing is that when you are in a friendship with somebody, you've invested so much of your time, so much of your energy, so much of your emotions in that relationship that when it starts deteriorating, you feel that all those emotions, those energies are going to be useless. It's a waste. What have I done? And very often, what happens is that we start blaming ourselves for whatever is happening. Now, that is a trap. Whatever is happening in the friendship is not necessarily something that you did. But as human beings, we take on and we up now everything that is going on as if it was our own fault. Now, Disha, this is the trap that I want you to avoid. Friendships come, friendships go. That's because when you are evolving through your life, your friends are on a different path. There are times when you need a certain kind of friend in your life, which is why you have those friends for you right then. But then there is a time in your life when you don't need those kinds of friends. You will need a different kind of friend. You need different kinds of relationships. And as you evolve, friends that don't evolve in your direction will automatically start falling away. Now, you can create new friendships. You can nurture old friendships. So, for example, there are certain friends that evolve along with you because y'all are on the same path. And these friendships are beautiful because you will go through similar things as your paths go forward. But however, very often there are friends who have not changed at all. They stayed the same since they were in school, since the time that they were in nursery almost. And you haven't. So, how can you relate to a person like that? And in the same way, there might be some that are evolving faster than you, that are changing and going in a different direction from you. So allow them to go because ultimately that is their journey. Now, I've done multiple podcasts on friendships because friendships are an absolutely essential part of your life. There is a phrase that says that the circle that you surround yourself with has more of an influence on the way that your life will go than anything else. In fact, there was a very interesting statistic that was done where if one friend of yours is obese out of 10, the chances of the other 9 becoming obese or overweight are much higher. That just shows what an influence that friends have in your life. Now, if a friend is not having a positive influence in your life, Lisha, it is perfectly fine for them to go from your life. In the same way that if you're not having a positive influence in somebody else's life, it's perfectly fine for you to go away from their life. See, Lisha, you asked, how do you make peace with it? And you make peace with it by understanding that this is an aspect of life, that life works in this way. Just as the leaves come on a tree and the leaves fall away, so will your relationships come and so will your relationships fall. The question that you should ask yourself is, what have you learned from this person? What are the memories that you carry of this person? And by far, keep only the positive memories. Let all the negative memories go, allow them to wither away. Keep the positive ones because those are treasured moments. And I'm telling you this from experience. Later on in life, you look back on those moments and be like, wow, I'm so lucky to have had those moments with this person. So, Lisha, understand that friendships coming, friendships going is a perfectly natural part of life. Just because you said we are best friends forever back in nursery doesn't mean that they have to be best friends for you when you're 25. Now, Lisha, I hope this helps and I look forward to amazing friendships in your future. All right, guys, if you want to be featured on the next Hot Seat episode, check out the link below. Tell me what you're going through in life. How can I help you? What can I share with you that can put your habits in place? Usually in a podcast, it's me who speaks to you and you who listens. But I've been seeing your comments and it's time. It's me listening to you. Following the overwhelming success of this podcast, the good folks at IVM Podcast Network have decided to come up with a Kannada adaptation of the show for those who prefer listening to it in that language. Do make sure you let your Kannada speaking friends know about this as well. Now, if you like this podcast, don't forget to check out other interesting podcasts on the IVM network. You can listen to us on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com. You can also follow us on social media. We are at IVM Podcast on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to reach out to me, I am at Ashdin Doc on Twitter and Instagram. We have a brand new habit coaching online course, quizzes, videos, and a lot more on the website awesome180.com. So check it out now.
Hello, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcasts Network. On The Habit Coach, Dr. Richa and Ashdin talk about the ill effects of cigarettes, vapes, and hookahs. On Misconduct, Raghavi and Nisha introduce us to Sarlaben, the woman who led the Chipko movement. On Naan Curry, Sadaf and Archit talk about the tearjerker of all vegetables, onions. On Pulyabazi, Pranay and Saurabh analyze whether Indian states should engage in economic diplomacy. And on Ek Chuski Finance, Priyanka tells us all there is to know about KYC. We've got some exciting news for you. IVM Podcasts has just launched its merch and our first line is out now. Head to the IVM Podcasts website and click on the shop tab to check out our first collection of t-shirts. Do follow us on social media. We are IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any of our other shows for that matter, please do tell a friend. Also, don't forget to rate us on any platform you're listening on. And you can also check us out on YouTube. We're also doing a small listener survey to better understand how you respond to our shows and advertising on the network. We would really appreciate it if you could spare a few minutes to fill it out. It helps us build better shows for you. And finally, we would like to thank our sponsors this week, SBI Life Insurance, Jupiter, a digital banking app, Cap Gemini, get the future you want, Intel V Pro, built for business, and Intel, future banao wonderful, with Intel-powered laptops.
There's a quick survey to fill out on ivmpodcast.com/survey. It lets us know a little bit more about who's listening to us. And you know what? We're going to do a few prizes. So, we'll do a random drawing of maybe 10 people and we'll send you all some swag. Remember, that's ivmpodcast.com/survey where you can fill out this